Hello, friend. Let me tell you something. If you woke up today, God's not done with you. Let that sink in for a moment. If your heart is still beating, if breath is still rising in your lungs, if you opened your eyes to see another sunrise, then heaven has not closed the book on your life, not even close. Maybe you feel like too much has happened, that the shame is too deep, the failures are too real, the silence from God is too loud. But listen to me carefully. You are not forgotten, you are not finished, and you are absolutely not disqualified. God still has a purpose for your life. If you believe in walking with purpose and faith, hit subscribe and let's grow together. You don't have to walk this journey alone. Let me tell you a story that shows this clearly. A moment when purpose felt like it had died, but Jesus brought it back to life. Peter was bold, passionate, and determined to follow Jesus no matter what. He was the one who stepped out of the boat onto water, the one who declared, "You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God," the one who swore that even if everyone else fell away, he never would. And yet, on the night Jesus was arrested, Peter denied him, not once, not twice, 3 times. "I don't know the man." Those words still hung in the air as the rooster crowed, and shame crushed Peter's heart. He had failed, not just anyone, but the very one he had pledged to die for. Have you ever felt like that? Like your actions, your choices, your past somehow put you on the shelf? That because you messed up, there's no way God could still use you? Peter felt that, and he went back to what he knew, fishing. Like many of us do when we feel disqualified. He returned to the old life, the familiar, the numbness. He probably thought, "I blew it, I'm done." But Jesus wasn't done with Peter. In John 21, Jesus shows up, after the resurrection, on the shore. And what does he do? He cooks Peter breakfast. That's right, not a lecture, not a punishment, not a list of all the ways Peter failed. A meal. Because grace always makes the first move. And after they eat, Jesus looks at Peter, not with disappointment, but with love, and asks, "Simon, son of John, do you love me?" 3 times he asks. 3 times Peter replies, "Yes, Lord, you know that I love you." And 3 times Jesus commissions him again. "Feed my lambs. Take care of my sheep. Follow me." Do you see it? Jesus didn't just forgive Peter. He restored him, reinstated his purpose, breathed life back into the calling that shame tried to bury. That's what Jesus does. He doesn't discard broken people. He rebuilds them. He doesn't walk away from the messy. He steps into it. And he doesn't cancel your calling when you mess up. He calls you closer. You are not your mistake. You are not your worst moment. You are not the failure you've been replaying in your head for months. You are still called, still chosen, still useful in God's hands. Some of the most powerful people in the Bible had moments of deep failure. Moses murdered a man and fled into the desert. God still used him to part the Red Sea. David committed adultery and orchestrated a man's death. God still called him a man after his own heart. Paul persecuted Christians, dragged them from their homes, and God used him to write much of the New Testament. Your failure doesn't intimidate God. Your past doesn't disqualify you. It positions you to experience deeper grace, deeper healing, deeper dependence. You say, "But I messed up too many times." God says, "My mercy is new every morning." You say, "I feel too far gone." God says, "I leave the 99 to chase after the one." You say, "I've lost everything." God says, "I will restore the years the locusts have eaten." So what now? It's time to believe again. It's time to rise again. It's time to take that first step, not because you have it all together, but because the one who calls you is faithful. Let him write the next chapter. Let him breathe on the ashes. Let him speak into your dry bones. You are not done. There's still a message in your mouth, a testimony in your pain, a light in your life that someone else desperately needs to see. You are not on the bench. You are in the story. Jesus is still walking the shorelines of your life, calling out, "Do you love me? Then follow me." And when you follow, he leads you not in shame, but in purpose. He doesn't need you to be perfect, just willing. He doesn't need you to have all the answers. Just say yes. Because it's not about what you did, it's about what he did. The cross covered it. The resurrection conquered it. And now, purpose is being resurrected in you. Maybe you've been hiding. Maybe you've been avoiding church, avoiding prayer, avoiding your calling, because guilt has whispered that you're not worthy. Friend, listen. You are not defined by the chapter you regret. You are defined by the one who rewrites stories with redemption. There is more ahead. There is ministry in your mouth. There is healing in your hands. There is power in your scars. What's one thing you're believing God to restore in your life? Comment below. I'd love to stand with you in prayer. Like this video if you trust that Jesus is working behind the scenes. Let today be the day you stop letting shame drive your decisions. Let today be the day you answer Jesus with your own, "Yes, Lord, you know I love you." Even if your voice trembles, even if you're scared, even if the healing is still happening, God's not finished. The story isn't over. The same voice that calmed the sea called Lazarus out of the tomb and reinstated Peter after denial is the same voice calling your name. Will you answer? Will you rise? Will you trust him again? If this message touched your heart, please like and share it with someone who needs hope today. And don't forget to subscribe for more weekly encouragement rooted in faith. You are still called, still chosen, still useful in God's hands. And this is not the end. It's just the beginning.